The Stanley Parable too! Oh man, look at this. Let's take a look at the settings. It's just the normal settings, okay. Look at this. Look at this. This is hilarious. Okay, let's try it out. Let's try it out.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Look at the balloons!
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard.
Is this just the trailer
Orders
for the
came to
Ultra
him through
Deluxe
a monitor
version?
on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Who read actual red?
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Stanley
Something
Parable
that would
too.
forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him
Stupid balloons.
instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete
I really hope those balloons
isolation.
are in every future
Something
run of
was
this
very
game.
clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
All right, let's check this. Bucket? 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 No. Oh no, bucket.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Bucket. There it is.
Stanley picked
thank
up
God.
the bucket.
Breathe. Breathe. We got the bucket. Okay, I'm happy. Let's keep going. So far, so good. This is pretty cool. This is pretty cool stuff. Okay, all right.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
All right, I'm feeling good about this. Feeling good about this. Wait
Still
a minute.
no one was here.
Bucket.
Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever.
Bucket is
Perhaps
back.
his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
This emotional support bucket is the most important thing to me in my life at the current moment. I just want to let you know. It was that get Chris out of the broom closet. Bucket, I have someone for you to meet. I have someone really important for you to meet. Bucket, it's Mr. Broom.
Stanley,
Mr. Broom,
you feel it?
Bucket.
The broom closet. It wants the bucket.
Yes!
You can feel
Yes!
that, can't you? The
Yes!
aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day.
Yes.
This broom closet believes it
I can
deserves
feel
the
it.
bucket. I can really feel it.
I'm feeling it,
It's
Mr.
a
Krabs.
bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what
Yeah.
the broom closet is trying to say here. It's
Yeah.
supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in.
No,
Don't
don't
hand
give in.
over the bucket.
Don't do
I
it.
know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong.
No.
This is your bucket.
My
this
bucket.
Is your companion.
My
and
friend.
lifelong friend. You can't hand
My
it
bucket.
over. Oh, no.
Can't give it to
Getting into
them.
name calling now, it seems. Is this how
bucket
low
belongs
the
to
broom
me.
closet has sunk that it has to resort to this stream of petty
Disgusting.
insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket?
My bucket.
Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons.
Bad broom
Even
closet.
This is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not
What?
truly deep and lasting friends.
No.
That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient.
No.
That
No,
your
I
life
love the
is
bucket.
so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object
No.
which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner.
That's
Well, I'd
ridiculous and
never.
disgusting.
Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments.
You
Expand
stupid,
on
ugly
the wide
broom
variety
closet.
of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point.
The bucket
Share
and
your
I
journal
were in the
entries
hole
detailing the
together.
rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they
We're
have changed and
deeply
evolved
in
over
love.
the years. Let him have it.
The so many things. The bucket and I were in the hole together. We collected a
Okay,
bobblehead.
I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate
strong
once
for the
and for
bucket.
all. Here we go.
There we
There.
go. Yes.
Now it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion.
Yeah, that's right.
Take our hike, broom closet,
Yeah.
with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning
How dare
supplies
you.
and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of
We
things.
experienced a fever dream together. We transcended reality. And what did you do, broom closet? You sat
All right,
here and
I've
you
got
did
a second
nothing.
sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate.
Hell
See,
yeah.
I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket.
Yeah.
That way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, ah, it's a bucket.
It is a
There
bucket.
really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
Yeah. So many applications for the sticker. Stupid broom, stupid janitorial supplies, wrenches.
You know what?
More
I could
like
take the name calling and the dismissal of your
stupid-
kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us a silent treatment.
Yeah,
and
it
to be
would.
honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display.
Horrible.
You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in.
Yeah.
I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
That's right. All of you, screw you all, I'm going home. Right, Bucket? You're coming with me? That's right. We are all done with everything you've done to us. Bucket and I don't need you and your tape and your wrenches and your staple glue gun, whatever that is, and your spool of something. We're leaving. Thank you very much.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
That's right, Bucket. This is the boss's office, Bucket. Oh, it's the blue bathroom. There, look!
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor
Do you
each
need a
and
hug,
every moment
narrator?
you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Okay. We found it. We found it together, Bucket. We found it together. You and me. Me and you. And you
Stepping
and me.
into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human
Together
life.
as we toss the
Crushed by
dice.
the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing presence of the
Hell yeah, Bucket. High five.
In his darkest of hours, did the
High five,
bucket's
Bucket.
warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos.
Bucket gave me
It
a high
would be
five.
with him, always. The bucket would. And he knew it. The two of them were inseparable.
This is my favorite.
At this
Bucket.
point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the pin number for the
can't see
keypad was
loving nobody but
2845.
you for all my life. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs.
Ba-ba-ba,
Trying to input anything on the
ba-ba-ba,
device was useless,
ba-ba-ba,
since he could never possibly
ba-ba-ba,
know that the combination was 2845.
Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum.
2845.
And you and me. I'm sorry.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by
Together
sheer
as we
luck.
toss the dice.
Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is
So
certainly the most
happy
logical
together.
explanation. Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, there really must be a snappier name
I
for
wonder
these
if I
things.
missed
What
any
about
already.
mini stands? Stanley figs? What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
I don't like that name. Come, Bucket, let's find a better name.
The elevator raced downward,
best ending.
plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing
I
him,
love you, Bucket.
comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Everyone needs a bucket.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Okay, Bucket. I think we can do this together. Bucket? Oh, there you are. You disappeared for a second, Bucket. You scared me.
The lights rose
Ever
on an
again.
enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves. The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the
never drop
office
you,
was being
Bucket.
videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs.
Okay, so that thing that says
had never
fired,
seen
I'm
anything
pretty sure
like
that's
this,
the desk
and it
you
very
get on
nearly
to
burst
do
into
the
tears as
window
Stanley
ending.
cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything
See
would
what
be
that one
fine.
is. I'm not sure which office that one is.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence
No,
as well?
no, Bucket would
Had
never.
the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do?
No.
What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the
don't
first
know.
place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
You, Bucket, if anything's wrong, you would tell me, right? You would tell me. You can always talk to me, Bucket. You know that, right? Good, Bucket.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never! He
Never.
squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world.
This Bucket knows
At this
me.
point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
The Bucket will never betray me. I know the Bucket will never betray
But
me.
here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
That's
For
right.
he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for
Are
good.
you with me, Bucket?
Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world.
Yeah.
They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Hell yeah, Bucket. Hell yeah. I love you, Bucket. We'll never be separated. Never. It's just you and me versus the world. See all the endings of the Bucket. Someone missed. Yeah, I would love to see if there is a Bucket version of every ending. Okay, Bucket.
When at last they came to the source of the room's power, Stanley and the bucket knew it was their obligation to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Okay, Bucket. All we have to do is turn it off. That's all we have to do and we'll be free. What? But then... You're saying if we turn it on, we could control them. No, Bucket. We can't do that. We can't do that, Bucket. We have to make sure that this is never used by anyone again. We have to save the world. We have to make sure. What? But if we're in control, then we can make sure that no one else does it. No, I can't trust that power won't corrupt us. Trust you? Of course I trust you, Bucket. I trust you implicitly. You're saying that it would never control you? That you could control everything? No, Bucket. You don't understand. Even someone as strong as you, with all that power and influence, we don't know what would happen. No, I'm not doubting you. Bucket, no, of course I believe, of course I trust you. Yeah, no, I remember the infinite whole. Yes, I know. Yeah, we transcended reality together. Okay. So, if we press this button, what happens if only one of us gets the mind control powers? Would you control me? I am asking that to you. No, of course I trust you. Bucket. No, don't look at me like that, Bucket. No. Get away. Stay away. No, Bucket. No. I have to turn it off. Don't you see what it's doing to us? Don't you see what it's doing to the both of us? I have to stop it now. I'm sorry, Bucket. This is best for the both of us.
Stanley and the Bucket waited in blackness. Was it over?
Hi, Twy. The Panley's terrible. We came in at an interesting time.
They had done it.
Bucket and I are
Stanley
saving
and the
the
Bucket
world.
had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control
How are you
machine.
doing? I mean,
Freedom
the
was
game
now
is making
mere
me go
moments
crazy, but
away.
I'm feeling okay
Excitedly,
today.
the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The Bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on
What?
Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it
Bucket,
was
you
a
have some
simple
weird
life they
ideas.
envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support.
Door?
What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door
Hope you're
stopped?
doing all okay.
Was
Twy.
Stanley and the Bucket not about to be freed?
No.
An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the Bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the Bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the Bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the
Don't
Bucket.
do this.
No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious Bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has
At
the
least I
Bucket.
have you, Bucket.
To be trapped
Throw it.
eternally
No, I
in
would never
darkness
throw my
isn't
emotional
really so
support
bad,
bucket,
Stanley
Twy.
thought to himself. As long as I have my Bucket with me, right? I'll be okay,
This bucket
won't
is
I?
everything to me.
Stanley gulped. Very soon
We've
now,
been through so much
he
together.
was about to find out.
We fell down an infinite hole 5 times.